Section 4 of A History of the Inquisition of Spain, Volume 3. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. A History of the Inquisition of Spain, Volume 3, by Henry Charles LEA. Book 6, Chapter 7, Part 4. There was and could be no absolute limitation on the severity of torture. The Instructions of 1561 say that the law recognizes it as uncertain and dangerous in view of the difference in bodily and mental strength among men. Wherefore no certain rule can be given, but it must be left to the discretion of judges, to be governed by law, reason and conscience. All that Gonzalo Bravo can say, in the Instructions of 1662, is that its proper regulation determines the just decision of cases and the verification of truth. The discretion and prudence of the judges must look to this, tempered by the customary compassion of the Holy Office, in such way that it shall neither exceed nor fall short. How this discretion was exercised depended wholly on the temper of the tribunal. One authority tells us that torture should never be prolonged more than half an hour, but the cases are numerous in which it lasted for 2 and even 3 hours. In that of Antonio Lopez at Valladolid in 1648, it commenced at 8 o'clock and continued until 11, leaving him with a crippled arm. In a fortnight he endeavored to strangle himself, and he died within a month. Such cases were by no means rare. Gabriel Rodriguez at Valencia about 1710 was tortured thrice and condemned to the galleys, but this was commuted on finding that he was crippled por la violencia de la tortura. Nor was death by any means unknown. In 1623 Diego Enriquez at Valladolid was tortured December 13th. In the process an accident occurred and he was carried to his cell. On the 15th the physician reported that he should be removed to a hospital, which was done with the greatest secrecy, and he died there. There is something hideously suggestive in such a matter-of-fact record as that of Blanca Rodriguez Matos at Valladolid, which simply says that she was voted to torture May 21, 1655, and it having been executed she died the same day. The case was continued against her fame and memory, and in due course was suspended November 19th. The very large number of cases recorded in which the accused overcame the torture without confession would argue that it was frequently light. This is doubtless true to a great extent, but the surprising endurance sometimes displayed shows that this was not always the case. Thus Tomas de Leon at Valladolid, November 5, 1638, was subjected to all the successive varieties and overcame them, although at the end it was found that his left arm was broken. So in 1643 in the same tribunal, Engracia Rodriguez, a woman 60 years of age, had a toe wrenched off while in the Balestilla. Nevertheless, the torture proceeded until, in the first turn of the mancuerda, an arm was broken. It then was stopped without having extorted a confession, but her fortitude availed her little, for fresh evidence supervened against her, and some 10 months later she confessed to Jewish practices. Another of the same group, Florencia de Leon, endured the ballestilla, 3 turns of the mancuerda and the potro without confessing, but she did not escape without reconciliation and prison. The process and its effects on the patient can best be understood from the passionless, businesslike reports of the secretary, in which the incidents are recorded to enable the consulta de fe to vote intelligently. They are of various degrees of horror, and I select one which omits the screams and cries of the victim that are usually set forth. It is a very moderate case of water torture, carried only to a single jarra, administered in 1568 by the Tribunal of Toledo to Elvira del Campo, accused of not eating pork and of putting on clean linen on Saturdays. She admitted the acts, but denied heretical intent, and was tortured on intention. On April 6th she was brought before the inquisitors and episcopal vicar, and after some preliminaries was told that it was determined to torture her, and, in view of this peril, she should tell the truth, to which she replied that she had done so. The sentence of torture was then read, when she fell on her knees and begged to know what they wanted her to say. The report proceeds: "She was carried to the torture chamber and told to tell the truth, when she said that she had nothing to say. She was ordered to be stripped and again admonished, but was silent. When stripped she said, 'Señores, I have done all that is said of me, and I bear false witness against myself, for I do not want to see myself in such trouble. Please God, I have done nothing.' She was told not to bring false testimony against herself, but to tell the truth. The tying of the arms was commenced. She said, 'I have told the truth, what have I to tell?' She was told to tell the truth, and replied, 'I have told the truth and have nothing to tell.' One cord was applied to the arms and twisted, and she was admonished to tell the truth, but said she had nothing to tell. Then she screamed and said, 'I have done all they say.' Told to tell in detail what she had done, she replied, 'I have already told the truth.' Then she screamed and said, 'Tell me what you want, for I don't know what to say.' She was told to tell what she had done, for she was tortured because she had not done so, and another turn of the cord was ordered. She cried, 'Loosen me, señores, and tell me what I have to say. I do not know what I have done. O Lord, have mercy on me, a sinner.' Another turn was given, and she said, 'Loosen me a little, that I may remember what I have to tell. I don't know what I have done. I did not eat pork, for it made me sick. I have done everything. Loosen me and I will tell the truth.' Another turn of the cord was ordered, when she said, 'Loosen me and I will tell the truth. I don't know what I have to tell. Loosen me for the sake of God. Tell me what I have to say. I did it. I did it. They hurt me, señor. Loosen me and I will tell it.' She was told to tell it, and said, 'I don't know what I have to tell. Señor, I did it. I have nothing to tell. Oh, my arms! Release me and I will tell it.' She was asked to tell what she did, and said, 'I don't know. I did not eat because I did not wish to.' She was asked why she did not wish to, and replied, 'Ay, loosen me, loosen me. Take me from here and I will tell it when I am taken away. I say that I did not eat it.' She was told to speak, and said, 'I did not eat it. I don't know why.' Another turn was ordered, and she said, 'Señor, I did not eat it because I did not wish to. Release me and I will tell it.' She was told to tell what she had done contrary to our holy Catholic faith. She said, "Take me from here and tell me what I have to say. They hurt me. Oh, my arms, my arms!" Which she repeated many times, and went on, "I don't remember. Tell me what I have to say. Oh, wretched me! I will tell all that is wanted, señores. They are breaking my arms. Loosen me a little. I did everything that is said of me." She was told to tell in detail truly what she did. She said, "What am I wanted to tell? I did everything. Loosen me, for I don't remember what I have to tell. Don't you see what a weak woman I am? Oh, oh, my arms are breaking." More turns were ordered, and as they were given, she cried, "Oh, oh! Loosen me, for I don't know what I have to say. Oh, my arms! I don't know what I have to say. If I did, I would tell it." The cords were ordered to be tightened, when she said, "Señores, have you no pity on a sinful woman?" She was told yes, if she would tell the truth. She said, "Señor, tell me it." The cords were tightened again, and she said, "I have already said that I did it." She was ordered to tell it in detail, to which she said, "I don't know how to tell it, señor, I don't know." Then the cords were separated and counted, and there were 16 turns, and in giving the last turn the cord broke. She was then ordered to be placed on the potro. She said, "Señores, why will you not tell me what I have to say? Señor, put me on the ground. Have I not said that I did it all?" She was told to tell it. She said, "I don't remember. Take me away. I did what the witnesses say." She was told to tell in detail what the witnesses said. She said, "Señor, as I have told you, I do not know for certain. I have said that I did all that the witnesses say. Señores, release me, for I do not remember it." She was told to tell it. She said, "I do not know it. Oh, oh, they are tearing me to pieces. I have said that I did it. Let me go." She was told to tell it. She said, "Señores, it does not help me to say that I did it, and I have admitted that what I have done has brought me to this suffering. Señor, you know the truth. Señores, for God's sake have mercy on me. Oh, Señor, take these things from my arms. Señor, release me. They are killing me." She was tied on the potro with the cords. She was admonished to tell the truth, and the garrotes were ordered to be tightened. She said, "Señor, do you not see how these people are killing me? Señor, I did it. For God's sake, let me go." She was told to tell it. She said, "Señor, remind me of what I did not know. Señores, have mercy upon me. Let me go for God's sake. They have no pity on me. I did it. Take me from here, and I will remember what I cannot hear." She was told to tell the truth, or the cords would be tightened. She said, "Remind me of what I have to say, for I don't know it. I said that I did not want to eat it. I know only that I did not want to eat it." And this she repeated many times. She was told to tell why she did not want to eat it. She said, "For the reason that the witnesses say. I don't know how to tell it. Miserable that I am, that I don't know how to tell it. I say I did it, and my God, how can I tell it?" Then she said that, as she did not do it, how could she tell it? "They will not listen to me. These people want to kill me. Release me and I will tell the truth." She was again admonished to tell the truth. She said, "I did it. I don't know how I did it. I did it for what the witnesses say. Let me go. I have lost my senses and I don't know how to tell it. Loosen me and I will tell the truth." Then she said, "Señor, I did it. I don't know how I have to tell it, but I tell it as the witnesses say. I wish to tell it. Take me from here." "Señor, as the witnesses say, so I say and confess it." She was told to declare it. She said, "I don't know how to say it. I have no memory. Lord, you are witness that if I knew how to say anything else I would say it. I know nothing more to say than that I did it and God knows it." She said many times, "Señores, señores, nothing helps me. You, Lord, hear that I tell the truth and can say no more. They are tearing out my soul. Order them to loosen me." Then she said, "I do not say that I did it. I said no more." Then she said, "Señor, I did it to observe that law." She was asked, "What law?" She said, "The law that the witnesses say. I declare it all, Señor, and don't remember what law it was. Oh, wretched was the mother that bore me." She was asked what was the law she meant, and what was the law that she said the witnesses say. This was asked repeatedly, but she was silent and at last said that she did not know. She was told to tell the truth or the garrotes would be tightened, but she did not answer. Another turn was ordered on the garrotes and she was admonished to say what law it was. She said, "If I knew what to say I would say it. Oh, Señor, I don't know what I have to say. Oh, oh, they are killing me. If they would tell me what, oh, señores, oh, my heart." Then she asked why they wished her to tell what she could not tell, and cried repeatedly, "Oh, miserable me." Then she said, "Lord, bear witness that they are killing me without my being able to confess." She was told that if she wished to tell the truth before the water was poured, she should do so and discharge her conscience. She said that she could not speak and that she was a sinner. Then the linen toca was placed in her throat and she said, "Take it away, I am strangling and am sick in the stomach." A jar of water was then poured down, after which she was told to tell the truth. She clamored for confession, saying that she was dying. She was told that the torture would be continued till she told the truth, and was admonished to tell it. But though she was questioned repeatedly, she remained silent. Then the inquisitor, seeing her exhausted by the torture, ordered it to be suspended. It is scarce worth while to continue this pitiful detail. 4 days were allowed to elapse, for experience showed that an interval, by stiffening the limbs, rendered repetition more painful. She was again brought to the torture chamber, but she broke down when stripped and piteously begged to have her nakedness covered. The interrogatory went on, when her replies under torture were more rambling and incoherent than before, but her limit of endurance was reached, and the inquisitors finally had the satisfaction of eliciting a confession of Judaism and a prayer for mercy and penance. It is impossible to read these melancholy records without amazement at the incoherent and contradictory admissions through which the victim, in his increasing agonies, sought to devise some statement in satisfaction of the monotonous command to tell the truth should have been regarded by statesmen and lawgivers as possessed of intrinsic value. The result was a test of endurance and not of veracity. In one case we find a man of such fibres and nerves that all the efforts of the torturer fail to elicit aught but denial. The cords may rasp through the flesh to the bone, and limbs be wrenched to the breaking without affecting his constancy. In another, when a few turns of the garrote have twisted a single cord into his arm, or even at the mere aspect of the torture chamber with its grimly suggestive machinery, he will yield and confess all that is wanted as to himself and all the comrades whose names he can recall in the dizziness of his suffering. Yet with full knowledge of this, for centuries the secular and ecclesiastical courts of the greater part of Christendom persisted in the use of a system which, in the name of justice, perpetrated an infinite series of atrocities. End of Section 4. Recording by Shena Serre, Fresno, California.